going to check out Sophie Cunningham. A lot of content has rolled out involving her arrival to the Indiana Fever and to the facility today, including a little snippet where she's looking at her locker, looking at her uniform. We're going to check this out.
Sophie Cunningham just arrived at the Indiana Fever like a villain in a superhero movie, ready to stir up some chaos and grab attention. But her opening line? It's definitely not the usual "happy to be here" speech. Has she already ignited some drama? Could Caitlin Clark be gaining a new best friend, or perhaps a formidable rival? Get ready. Things are about to get intense. This is shaping up to be quite the wild ride.
Sophie Cunningham here. I'm finally in Indiana, and I am so excited to be here and meet all of you. See you guys at the game. Bye.
Sophie Cunningham has officially arrived in Indiana, and Fever fans are catching a first look at what she brings to the team. After signing with the franchise during the offseason, the former Phoenix Mercury guard was seen at her inaugural training session, putting in the effort to adapt to her new teammates. Known for her resilience, sharpshooting skills, and intense competitive drive, Cunningham is poised to make a significant impact. This marks the start of an exhilarating new chapter in her career, and fans can't wait to see what unfolds as she joins the Fever squad.
I know a lot of folks were excited to see Sophie Cunningham introduced by the Indiana Fever. Well, it finally happened. And let's just say Sophie is just as excited as the fans are, it seems. She's pretty pumped about joining the Indiana Fever. Who wouldn't be, of course? I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, duh. You get to go to the Fever show. You get your games broadcast everywhere, sold out. Play with Caitlin Clark, chance to win a championship, shown love all over the place. It's a pretty good situation.
Cunningham's arrival in Indiana has generated quite a buzz as she joins a Fever team that has undergone significant changes in recent seasons. The franchise is now focused on building around young superstar Caitlin Clark, alongside key players like Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell. Cunningham's veteran experience and exceptional shooting skills could be just what Indiana needs to elevate their game. Her talent for spreading the floor, hitting three-pointers, and infusing high energy aligns perfectly with the Fever's goals as they strive to position themselves as a playoff contender in the coming season.
I'm just excited, but to be honest, I think when you have a group that can let go of the egos and you're really just here to win and work hard, I think that's the best type of group, and you're all willing to do the dirty work, and I think that's what I'm most excited about. That's my bread and butter right there, is outwork your opponents and have fun doing it.
Watching Cunningham step onto the court at Indiana's practice facility for the first time marked a notable moment, representing a new beginning not only for her, but for the entire Fever organization. In recent years, Indiana has faced challenges in establishing a clear identity and maintaining consistency. However, with the addition of standout players like Caitlin Clark and the toughness that Cunningham brings, the team is starting to build a core that could lead to a turnaround. This revitalization offers a sense of optimism for the future of the franchise.
Is entering the locker room, and just a forewarning, this is not a lot of basketball talk video. This is just a lot of fun, Sophie Cunningham has arrived team talk. And if you listen closely, you do hear the voice of none other than Caitlin Clark laughing in the background.
Oh gosh, this is the first time I've seen my jersey. Oh, I love this. It's like I'm a rookie all over again.
During her tenure in Phoenix, Cunningham earned a reputation as a fierce competitor. Whether making clutch shots, getting under opponents' skin with her aggressive style, or stepping up in critical moments, she showcased a level of confidence that endeared her to fans. Now, Indiana supporters are eager to see that same intensity drive the Fever toward success. One of Cunningham's greatest assets is her experience. While she may not be the most seasoned veteran in the league, she has participated in significant games, competed in the playoffs, and learned from some of the top players. Her presence could significantly benefit young stars like Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, helping to accelerate the team's development. Cunningham's leadership will be pivotal, especially as the Fever enter a season filled with elevated expectations, following the addition of a generational talent like Clark. With her guidance, the team hopes to build momentum and achieve its goals.
What have been some of maybe your initial conversations with the coaching staff as they maybe discuss what this season could be like both for the team and for you?
Yeah, I've always been a huge fan of Stephanie White, and I'm not kidding. We in college we played. I played. She coached against me and whatnot, and so we've known each other for quite a long time. And since I've been in the league, I was like, hey, when are you gonna coach me? You know, like it was always just kind of a running joke, and it's been one for the past like 3 or 4 years. And so to finally all kind of come together just at the right time, I'm stoked. I think she's a heck of a coach. I love her offense. I love her approach to games and her approach to her players and the relationship she has with.
Cunningham's vibrant personality and high energy could prove instrumental as a key presence in the locker room. Known for her outspoken nature, confidence, and willingness to take on tasks that often go unnoticed, she embodies the essence of a player who brings intensity every single day, whether during games or practices. As she establishes herself in her new role with the Fever, Cunningham has the chance to create a significant impact on a team eager to make its mark in the WNBA. If her initial training session is any indicator, she's more than ready to tackle this new challenge. Recently, Sophie Cunningham broke her silence regarding her move to the Indiana Fever, and her excitement is palpable. After 5 seasons with the Phoenix Mercury, this fiery guard forward is welcoming a fresh start in Indiana and is clearly energized by the opportunity. She described the trade as a perfect opportunity to enhance her game and contribute to a team that aims to achieve something truly special. With her competitive spirit and drive, Cunningham is set to play a crucial role in the Fever's quest for success. Her enthusiasm could be just what the team needs to spark a revitalized season.
Yeah, you guys will learn that if I'm not in the gym, I'm normally by the pool. And so I was actually poolside when I found out. And, there's a lot of emotions just because I have been out there for so long. But to be honest, my original thought was like, oh, heck yeah. Like, we're about to go win a championship. Like, that's exactly where my mind went. And like I said, it's all about the people. It's about the culture. I learned a lot out there, but now I'm ready to move on to something bigger, something better, and have a lot of really great players around me to, seriously go win a championship.
During her introduction, Cunningham radiated positivity, flashing her signature smile as she spoke about joining a vibrant Fever team featuring Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell. Her toughness and shooting skills make her a significant asset to the squad. She expressed her eagerness to infuse the team with leadership, grit, and a winning mindset. After spending years playing alongside seasoned veterans like Diana Taurasi, Cunningham is now poised to help shape the Fever's emerging core. Although she acknowledged the challenges of leaving Phoenix, she remains fully committed to her new journey in Indiana. With her excitement, confidence, and team-oriented approach, it's clear she is ready for this fresh chapter, and her bright smile reflects that she is right where she wants to be.
Jersey! Oh, I love this! It's like I'm a rookie all over again. Nervous! Oh!
That's great. That's great. Like she's a rookie all over again. I heard Cece laughing at the end, so I guess Caitlin Clark's in the room.
Caitlin Clark has quickly become one of the most targeted players in the WNBA since her debut. Opposing veterans and defenders are making it known that they want to make her life on the court as challenging as possible. From cheap shots to overly physical play, the tactics used against her are tougher than what most rookies usually encounter. This is why the Indiana Fever desperately need a true enforcer, someone who will stand up for their star player and ensure that opponents face repercussions for taking liberties. Sophie Cunningham is the ideal candidate for this role. Known for her intensity and competitive spirit, Sophie isn't afraid to confront opponents and has earned a reputation as one of the toughest players in the league. What's more, she has publicly expressed her admiration for Caitlin Clark. This admiration means that Sophie's motivation to protect Caitlin would be personal, not just business. Bringing in someone like Sophie would not only provide the necessary physical presence on the court, but also foster a supportive atmosphere that allows Caitlin Clark to thrive in her rookie season. Let's be honest, the Indiana Fever currently lacks a strong enforcer on the court. While the team boasts young talent and potential, they need that gritty, no-nonsense player who can stand up and send a message when the game turns physical. In the NBA, we've witnessed figures like Draymond Green, Patrick Beverley, and Udonis Haslem excel in such roles. Similarly, the WNBA has had its share of tough competitors like Cheryl Ford, Rebecca Brunson, and even a feisty Diana Taurasi when she's in one of her moods. Every successful team requires that kind of player to instill toughness and resilience in their lineup.
You just love to see it. You love to see, like, support for greatness, the inclusion. She never, even when she wasn't on Caitlin's team, she was always a very vocal supporter. And she was not kidding about being a feisty player. She was one of the players in the top 10 of the last season in the WNBA with the most technical fouls, of which a lot of the Mercury players were.
Caitlin Clark stands out as one of the most electrifying offensive talents the league has seen in years. She's a sharpshooter and playmaker capable of changing a game's momentum in the blink of an eye. However, as a 22-year-old rookie, she is still navigating the physical demands of the league. It's evident that opponents are testing her, attempting to rattle her and disrupt her rhythm. The Indiana Fever must bring in a player who can confront these aggressors and make it clear that targeting Caitlin has consequences. This is where Sophie Cunningham becomes essential. Since entering the league in 2019, she has established herself as one of the toughest and most fierce competitors. Sophie doesn't just rely on her physicality. She's also a skilled player with a solid shooting range and strong defensive capabilities. Her intensity is something every team needs, and more importantly, she isn't afraid to engage in the fray. If an opponent commits a hard foul on Caitlin, Sophie will be right there, sending a strong message that such behavior will not be tolerated. With Sophie in the lineup, Caitlin would have the protection she needs to excel.
Players in your base, and the Fever have, I think their real formula scoring is Clark and Mitchell. And then you have Boston, who's just such an intelligent basketball player playing within that. And then you have on top of that the role players. And Howard can get down the floor, catch and finish, score in a myriad of ways. Bonner is going to get in where she fits in because she's done everything and seen it all. Cunningham is just natural to play off that because she can catch and shoot the basket.
However, Caitlin Clark is determined to ensure that no one pushes her around again. Following a standout rookie season, she has noticeably bulked up in preparation for her second year in the WNBA, demonstrating her commitment to adjusting to the physical demands of professional play. The Indiana Fever's young star isn't solely depending on her shooting and passing skills. She's dedicated to building strength. This added muscle will enable her to absorb contact, defend against tougher opponents, and effectively compete with seasoned players in the league.
This is why the WNBA was in big trouble.
This transformation goes beyond mere aesthetics. It's a matter of survival. The WNBA is significantly more physical, and Clark will be up against defenders who are stronger, faster, and more aggressive than anyone she has encountered before. Her added muscle mass will enable her to finish plays through contact, extend her shooting range even further, and improve her endurance for the demanding season ahead. Opposing teams will have to contend with not just her incredible shooting ability, but with a stronger, more resilient version of Clark. She is ready to assert herself inside the paint and isn't afraid to engage in physical play when necessary.
Caitlin Clark in college was not the strongest player in the world. She was somebody that wasn't weak by any means, but we saw when it came to the WNBA that she wasn't able to really assert herself physically. And in fairness, her first game matchup was a tough one because her first matchup was against Dijonais.
Clark is not the only enhancement for the Indiana Fever. The team has been actively strengthening their roster with seasoned players capable of making an immediate impact. One key addition is Dewana Bonner, a proven champion with multiple All-Star selections and extensive playoff experience. Her length, versatility, and veteran leadership are essential for a young team like the Fever. Bonner will offer scoring, solid defense, and a steadying presence in challenging moments. Having a player with her background will provide Clark and the squad with a reliable leader who is well acquainted with high-pressure situations, boosting their overall confidence and performance.
The Nano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Dewana Bonner had her introductory press conference today, but do you know what she did before that? Do you know what
We can't overlook Sydney Colson, a fan favorite and one of the league's top locker room leaders. Although her statistics may not be flashy, her influence on the team extends far beyond the numbers. Coulson's knack for maintaining a positive atmosphere while ensuring accountability among her teammates will be instrumental for a team aiming to develop cohesively. Her presence will foster growth and unity as they strive for success together.
Sydney Colson is obviously a player for the Indiana Fever. Someone signed to be Caitlin Clark's backup, and she is I think she's going to be a solid player. Genuinely.
As the 2025 WNBA season approaches, all eyes are certainly on Caitlin Clark, but Sophie Cunningham could be equally crucial to the team's success. A tough and gritty competitor, Cunningham brings valuable experience, energy, and leadership to a young Fever squad eager to advance. Known for her reliable three-point shooting and relentless defense, she's precisely the type of player who excels under pressure. Cunningham's presence will not only aid Clark in adapting to the league's physical play, but also provide Indiana with an additional offensive asset. Last season, Cunningham achieved career highs in both scoring and efficiency, proving she's more than just a supporting player. Her contributions will be pivotal as the Fever aim for a successful season ahead. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.